Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wind, Reel, and Print. My name is Ryan.
And my name's Kevin for now.
And today we're talking about 3 movies based on one book that came out in the 1860s. I should probably pull this up.
You don't know this off the top of your head?
You know what? I do, but I'm just trying to waste time.
Waste.
Valuable.
1883.
1883. Okay.
By Robert Louis Stevenson. Original title, The Sea Cook, A Story for Boys. Wow, that's weird.
I mean, it is a movie where the boy and a book where a boy is the main character.
Mm-hmm. True.
And so the 3 movies we're going to talk about today is Treasure Island, the Disney film from 1950. Muppet Treasure Island from 1996, I believe.
The year of me.
Wow, you're going to say the year of our Lord.
Allegorically speaking.
Yeah. Who do you think you are? And then was Treasure Planet, and then finally Treasure Planet, which is
2002. I mean 2002. Just missing a couple zeros.
Yeah, that's okay. What are a couple zeros?
Yeah.
Right? What's the difference? Year 22 and year 2002.
Time is just a thing.
Yes. All of these movies pulling from the same source material, but doing it in unique ways.
Yes.
So I guess we'll. Is there something you want to say on the front end before we dive in?
Yes, actually.
Oh boy. I'm kidding.
No, so this was in our. This was another grouping that I had put in the like films that made you category that we have.
Yeah, because the 1950 Treasure Island was a film that you watched.
Right. So yeah, just like even going back further, Treasure Island, I think we read in school the book. And
do you remember what grade it was? Because I didn't.
I think it was middle school.
Okay.
I like have a very either middle school or like early
high school.
High school.
Got it.
And I remember it having an impression on me, just the story. And one of the few books that I might have actually like read.
Yeah.
Because I probably didn't read a lot of them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, most of them.
You just like spark notes it.
Yeah.
But I do remember watching the movie, like I think as a part of this class, and then like relating it to Treasure Planet, and knowing that it's an adaptation of that. So like, I guess as a forefront, like giving an appreciation to the book, and understanding, I guess, like the sort of history behind it. Yeah, because this is what, I don't know, I think almost creates the mythology of what pirates are in media. And so, yeah, I think this book is pretty cool.
Yeah. And not only does Treasure Island maybe do that the book do that on a larger scale, Treasure Island, the 1950s, literally creates movies, it does that for movies, like everything, all the pirate stuff that you can think of, dear listener, my beautiful listener. You notice how I only didn't even use plural. I'm talking to you,
the one single person.
But
we're talking to you, Willie.
Shout out. But when we're thinking of the like that kind of classic pirate, that is literally from
this
Treasure Island 1950.
Yeah. The fucking peg leg, the parrot, like all of the tropes, the patched eye, it's all from this.
Yes.
And it's literally built into the narrative of the thing. Like they say, pay attention to the peg leg, like that's when you know this is blah 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 blah. It becomes like a part of the lore.
Yes. Yeah. For those that don't know, I'm just going to give the Treasure Island 1950 plot line real quick, just in case you don't know.
Just in case.
Enchanted by the idea of locating treasure buried by Captain Flint, Squire Trelawney, Dr. Livesey,
Yes.
and Jim Hawkins charter a sailing voyage to a Caribbean island, or Caribbean island, however you want to say. Unfortunately, a large number of Flint's old pirate crew are aboard the ship, including Long John Silver. I think that gives the nice, big, broad interview. Or
because I think for me, when I initially was like taking notes for this, I wanted to see like what is there like a Treasure Island sort of like meta text of like these are the things that need to be in Treasure Island always. You know what I mean? That make the story work.
I can think of a number of things that are what are the things that connect, and then what are the I also found it very interesting to look at all the things that were different, as we'll naturally get to. Sure. And that each of the Long John Silvers are unique and different compared to the last one. I think you could also look at
like in story or in you're saying?
I'd say in
or in general.
Well, I don't know. I don't necessarily know if I know what you mean by in general.
Like all of it, like style, story.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Maybe in all of it. I think they all bring their own thing. I think there is a trend.
I mean, I guess that's an obvious.
Yeah. I think that if I were to even be as grand as this, I think also the Long John Silvers and their personifications or their character is also dictated by the times.
Different. Yeah.
The time period that the movies came out in and were written.
Sure.
They're all very different. Yeah. And there's almost like a humanization that happens over time to Long John Silver, ending with Treasure Planet, which is, I would argue, the most human and gray Long John of them all.
Yeah.
And more anti-hero than pure villain.
Right.
And
Yeah, I have something to say on that. I feel like there's a subtext within Treasure Island, the like narrative of like that being like a father-son relationship.
Yes.
And I feel like the more humanization that you go into that character, the more you're like emphasizing that kind of dynamic, right?
Yes.
And it's like, especially in Treasure Planet, it's like he's basically his dad.
Yes.
You know, and like him needing to grow up and like mature, that becomes such a stronger point of that narrative versus like the other ones where he's just a kid and he's just like pulled into adventure.
Yeah.
Like the whole maturation of a teenage boy into an adult feels like a stronger thing in Treasure Planet.
Oh, so the core of Treasure Planet and the emotionality or whatever of it is, I just feel so much deeper than the other two.
True. Yeah. That makes sense.
The relationship, there's an actual love there that Long John Silver has for Jim that doesn't really exist in the others. I used to think for the longest time that it did exist in Muppet Treasure Island, but rewatching it, it's not there. And even the ending they give to Muppet Treasure Island, which is different than what would be Treasure Planet, would turn the ending of Treasure Island on its head.
Right. It goes in a different direction.
It goes in a totally different direction.
Yeah, because of the genre.
And because Long John Silver is just different. Like you're not going to leave Long John Silver out to dry like the other ones do.
It calls for a different ending.
Calls for a different one. Yeah, and it's much, I think, much better. Yeah. Because of it.
True.
Because I just think
that scene hits.
Oh, it hits. I just think Treasure Planet is so amazing in so many ways. There's a couple things that weight it down that make it like it just feels like it has to be a children's movie, there's a whole character that farts. That is how it speaks. Yes. And it luckily it didn't stick around. There's like a hilarious, I mean, it's not meant to, but there's like a montage to music that felt very of the time, very Tarzan, like the Phil Collins, play, it had a scene like that, yes, and there are some things, but in general, it has just this emotional core that the other ones don't have. But
that makes sense.
So, and then there's Jim Hawkins, our lead character.
So for the meta text, bring us through the main characters and then like the storyline, kind of the general main storyline. So Jim Hawkins. Jim
Hawkins is obviously he's our lead boy.
Yeah.
Who it doesn't feel in the other two. It doesn't feel as like shoehorned in. Where the first, where Treasure Island 1950, it's like, why are we bringing this kid on this trip? That's the one that felt the most like, why are we doing this?
Like he's like an 8-year-old boy.
Yeah, that one felt the strangest. The other two felt more believable as they felt like they had to address it. It felt like Treasure Island 1950. Maybe you can speak to this. I've never read the book. It felt like it had to be more true to the book.
Yeah, the book calls for a 12-year-old, but I think, back in the day, 12-year-olds started working.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, and people lived until they were 25.
Yeah.
So technically he was going through his midlife crisis.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how much you know about the actor. Voice of Peter Pan.
Okay.
That kid.
Yeah.
Would go on to live a horrible life.
Dang.
And would eventually be found dead, buried with no, like, he had an unknown grave. No one even knew who he was.
Dang. That's kind of sad.
And wasn't until later that they found out, like, oh my God, that was this guy. Yeah.
Dang. That's crazy.
Just, he is like considered one of like the classic children actor horror stories.
Dang. Well, okay. Yeah. Because I guess, I'm kind of bringing in a lot of talking points.
Yeah.
But
I do want to talk about the characters and things that are common, but continue with your...
This is an aside that can maybe be brought up later, but I think there's an interesting point of like how these are all connected to the Disney machine. And that Treasure Island is the first live action Disney movie. And so he is literally the first Disney kid actor.
Yes.
And that if that is his storyline, then that sets the precedent of like what a Disney kid actor is.
It's true. Yeah. And because he wasn't able to get out of being the kid, that baby faced boy.
Right.
This is Bobby Driscoll is the kid's name.
Yeah.
And would go on to basically define children actors forever.
That like complicated relationship. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that's a topic.
There's, I mean, the movie machine
and
is absolutely insane and awful. It's insane. Like whenever I see a newborn in like a movie, I'm just like, you gotta think
crazy
how we got here.
Yeah. I mean, most of the time it's like the director's actual child or something.
Yeah,
like
you hope
that it's something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's crazy that people like pimp out their children for like on-screen action. It's crazy. But also you kind of, I don't know. Do you need it?
Do you need what?
Do you need babies
in films?
Yeah. For realism.
I think you definitely need as characters. But like, it is for realism, right? I mean, the same thing goes with animals, right? You watch Red River, for example, Howard Hawks's film.
Right.
They are actually branding cows in that. Like they are tying up actual cows. And there's a scene where there's a bunch of dead cows. They killed cows for that scene.
Nice.
So that they could have like the after effects of the stampede. So they just walked the cows over and they killed them and left them there.
Damn.
So like... And the reason they did that was that's easier than the alternative
of making a fake cow.
Yeah. That is believable and all of those things. Same thing goes with babies. Like it's easier than having sometimes you need something that moves. It adds more production value.
Yeah. Dang.
Yeah. Red River came out before there were animal rights in films.
Yeah.
That didn't come till after Ben-Hur.
Oh yeah. When they killed those fucking horses.
Oh, hundreds, I think. Of horses were killed.
Damn.
Many of them, I haven't seen it, but were like driven off a cliff.
Yeah, I mean they would like clothesline them.
Yeah, yes, break their legs and everything, and
fucked up.
Yeah, I hope we never make an episode on that.
I do have movies with animal actors.
Yes, I know,
but nothing with animal abuse because that would be crazy. I mean, we've seen movies with animal abuse.
Yes, we have.
Or simulated animal abuse.
Yeah. You got to ask though, a lot of times.
Yeah, like what's the
I mean, Come and See actually has actual animal. I mean, they kill that cow and they film it, and it's absolutely impactful. It was my movie of the year.
Living thing in that movie.
Yeah,
like for real.
Yeah, I mean that kid.
Yeah,
destroyed.
Yeah,
director's final film. He was destroyed.
Yeah, crazy. Anyways,
Treasure Island.
So Long John Silver.
Yes. But I can go back to talking about some of the.
Oh yeah, Jim Hawkins.
Yeah.
So, the characters.
Yeah. So we have Jim Hawkins.
Yeah.
The young boy who's kind of throughout the whole thing. We have Long John Silver. It's the two of them. That's the father figure. That's the character that also gets the crew together because I guess it should be said, Jim Hawkins in all of these works in a tavern or a pub or something like that.
Basically like a motel thing.
Yeah. And this person that's been staying there a while or spends a lot of time there has this map, was a part of this crew or some, right? I think was a part of the crew.
Yeah. Blackbeard or whatever.
Yeah. Whatever his name is. It's Captain Flint.
Captain Flint.
Yes.
Yes, that's right.
And so gets his hands on a map and is told just before he gets his hands, just before that guy dies, to watch out for the man with the peg leg.
Yeah.
Treasure Planet Cyborg.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the
Change it
genre
up.
bends.
Yep,
Yeah.
And also it felt like, we'll get to Treasure Planet, but it felt like CGI in that had story purpose and interesting components to it, where Atlantis was like just for the sake of it.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like, we can do this.
Exactly. This was like, all right, how do we make it actually purposeful and save the 2D art form?
Yeah.
But it would go on to, as technology does, lead to the eventual ending of 2D animation almost entirely.
It gave him reason.
Yeah. Then we have Trelawney.
Oh, Trelawney.
Yep. Captain Smollett.
Yeah.
And Trelawney. Because those are the two. I always forget. So who's Trelawney? Remind me. Do you know? Because Captain Smollett is the captain of the ship that they get to take them out to. I think Trelawney is like the other guy that's with him always.
Oh, he's like one of the dudes with Dr. Livesey.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's on. Does he work at? Yeah, he like works at the tavern.
Oh, he does. Okay, interesting.
I think Squire Trelawney.
Squire Trelawney.
In the book. Yeah, he's like one of the, and I think he's the dog character in Treasure Planet, technically.
The dog character?
The guy who lives
yeah. Treasure Planet did a totally different thing with that.
Yeah. But yeah, there's like multiple characters that like start at the tavern with a homie.
Oh yeah, he's
like Livesey, Trelawney. And so yeah, I think like in terms of narrative device or whatever, I guess you're going into it. Like the getting the map, warning of the kid, and then somehow they get into like going on this expedition.
Yes.
And like going on this trip and finding someone with money to like make it happen or whatever.
And that ends up being the captain, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Or is it Dr. Livesey?
Yeah, maybe Dr. Livesey and Trelawney are like a part of making that happen.
Yeah. I will say the other two kind of ditch
like just
these a little bit. Yeah. Because there's, and you can just see how they're like, this one felt the most like, all right, we're going to make Treasure Island the movie. Like we're going to follow the book.
The first one.
All the same characters. Yeah, the first one is going to have it. Where Muppet Treasure Island and Treasure Planet, they are sifting it to get just enough that makes the story work, which I think is important. When I watched Moby Dick, for example, that felt so much like a language arts substitute teacher movie.
Sure, yeah.
Because it had to put everything into it.
Dang. That's exhausting.
Yeah, it does get a little exhausting, but
yeah,
I this movie didn't feel exhausting to me. It just had a lot of I didn't think Treasure Island necessarily did. No.
Yeah. They did it tastefully.
I think so. Yeah. And I'll give credit to Disney on this one.
The Walt.
Disney Plus, for example, the quality of is always. I watched this in Ultra HD.
Dang.
4K is what they have on Disney Plus. And you don't have to pay extra for it. Like, it's just there. And it was beautiful to watch.
I feel like this is a treasured part of Disney history.
Yeah.
This movie.
I didn't know that until doing this, that it was live action. Or no, sorry.
The first live action.
That it was live action. I thought it was animated.
Yeah,
No, I didn't realize it was the first until doing a little research and everything that it was the first live action from Disney. That is interesting. Yeah.
At the Walt Disney Family Museum in
in San
Francisco, in the Presidio. They have like a whole section of the exhibit for this movie, talking about how it's made and like the history behind why he did everything and like the transition into live action.
Oh, I got to go there.
Yeah. I mean, it was cool.
Yeah.
To like kind of get that perspective and like how that's kind of important to all this. And yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting to think about how that, it
came to be.
Yeah. And determining what the Walt Disney spin on live action is.
Sure. Yeah.
Because there was, I'll say a magic.
Sure.
Let's just say that to the animated films. Yeah. That they had to, what Disney was known for, bring it into this.
Yeah. And I guess kind of like at an introductory point, I feel like I thought this movie would be Disney-fied. Like I was expecting it to be like super kid friendly and like glossed over, but I found this to be the darkest version of the story out of the three.
That has a kid as a lead, and that's it.
And like, there's a lot of like death and like kind of horror style
like
things.
It's the most, because it's also shot in a way that is usually pretty flat. Like it's usually like the camera's relatively static a lot of times. So the action that's happening just feels so much more visceral. Yeah. I guess when they're like really fighting and stabbing each other. Right.
I mean, I reacted like, oh my God. Like I would like get really.
Yeah. This was the only one that also had like that shootout in that fort.
Yeah.
Too, true. Which was interesting. And that.
Well, they had a shootout in Treasure Planet.
Well, sure. Yeah. On the
other island thing.
Right. On the other island?
Because they're like, they're in that hut thing with like the back.
Oh yeah, I forgot. They crash land on that planet
and they have to shoot out against the pirates.
Yes.
I think
they find them there. They go there, and then there's an escape route, and then they take the escape route.
Yeah. Exactly.
End up in where the treasure planet.
What treasure planet is?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's another character that is in this.
Ben. Yes.
Ben. Ben Gunn.
Yeah.
I had seen Muppet Treasure Island a lot growing up and Treasure Planet. And when Ben Gunn shows up in Treasure Island 1950, I was like, what the fuck is this character?
Because he's like a weirdo,
right? Yeah, because he's like totally weird. Like he's lived on the island for a while. He's kind of goofy. Yeah. And I'm just like, because I watched them in order. I hadn't seen them. I watched them in order for this. I hadn't seen the other two in a while. That I was like,
is this?
Yeah, I was like, the other movies were right to get rid of Ben Gunn.
But they both didn't.
But they didn't. Yeah. They just found ways to incorporate it
differently.
Yeah. Which I understand. And I began to understand a little bit more Ben Gunn's purpose.
Yeah.
Ben Gunn's purpose in Treasure Island 1950 was
pirate lore.
Yeah. It was a little, it felt not
washy.
It felt a little washy.
Yeah.
I think the Ben Gunns and the other ones, Ben Gunn in Muppet Treasure Island is super different. Yeah. But
it's like
it works.
Too realistic, like comically like overdone.
Yeah. Which works for the Muppets, obviously. That's kind of the idea.
Oh.
Or you're talking about 1950. Yeah. It does feel very comically overdone. That is a good way to put it. Just this really goofy old man character. I was like, what the hell is it? And that's the goofiest thing in the whole movie.
Yeah, because it just feels very like dramatic and serious. Yeah. It's like a thriller.
Yeah. And the colors are beautiful in it. Like kind of like when the 4K version I saw, I was just like, damn, it's rich.
I definitely wrote
something.
Are
beautiful. Everything. It was amazing.
I've definitely acknowledged the presentation of it. Like, the aesthetic of this movie is like really well done.
Really well done. Yeah. It's super, super great.
Oh yeah, wide angle lenses. Like I feel like taking a lot of, creative risks to some extent with how the movie was being shot and stuff.
Yeah. That's 1950 Treasure Island.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to, before we're going to be jumping around anyways, but
we've been jumping around.
Yeah. A lot. Anything else you want to say specifically about that, or to jump off with? Treasure Island 1950? I'm trying to think.
No, I don't know.
Yeah. Let's move on then.
Sure.
Muppet Treasure Island, 1996, the year of our Lord.
The year of our Lord.
The year our new Lord was born.
Yes. Me. Baby Jesus.
Me.
I was born halfway to Christmas, if that means anything. So
July 25th?
Yeah.
Or June 25th?
Yeah.
Is that your birthday?
Yeah.
June 25th?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
I guess that's in a couple days.
Yeah,
huh?
it really is. Oh my God, it's less than a week from when we're recording this.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, happy early birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
That's a thing.
Yeah. Well, I can handle the rest of the pod if you want to take a break.
Hey.
Go take 5, celebrate.
No, that's okay. I like to work.
Do you have any, this is now kind of like movies from 1996. Does that mean anything to you? Like on like almost like an astrological perspective. Like, is there something about like,
kind of an aside, but when I was born, my mom had these things printed out that like, they're kind of like ornate and like are framed and shit, but it basically is like the statistics of the year that we were born in, like really kind of random shit.
I had something just like that.
Like the president, the Super Bowl winner, like all these random things, like facts that happened on the day you were born in like history, like news headlines on the day you were born, like all these different things.
Yeah.
And to me, that's like, it feels like a somewhat version of like astrology. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
it's like, what does this matter really?
Yeah. But there, I don't know. I think there's an interesting, like, I feel like there's cosmic connection between dates, and like, I'm not like hardcore, but I feel like I believe numerology, like the importance of like these symbols and stuff like that. And like dates kind of feel important. So I feel like there's like,
you did say 11/11 as we walked in.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like there's some sort of like thing going on, because like George Orwell was born on my birthday. And he seems like someone I'm like kind of, I connect with, you know, at a whatever level. And like Michael Jackson died on my birthday. I don't know. They're just like weird things that like connect, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. Like, I have the opposite
You're
feelings
like,
in some
shit
ways.
Does not matter.
Yeah, in some ways, because I could point to like Chris Rock was born on my birthday, but I feel nothing.
I could see Chris Rock and you being like in the same pool. I could see that. That kind of makes sense in my brain.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get him on the pod.
Yeah, Chris Rock.
Chris, Feb 7.
Yeah.
How's it going, my Feb 7 homie?
I mean, you know, I kind of believe in astrology too, so that date, obviously birth dates and like time you were born, like a lot of that impacts things. Yeah. Anyways,
so 1996, but
1996. I think there's an interesting thing about like movies that define that your time period and like when you were born and like what the world you were born into.
Yeah. Well, like here's the thing.
Yeah.
So 1996, did you feel anything watching this movie? Like that feels
1996,
or like I because I want to understand this numerology thing. There's like something special that this movie brought to you, like from a bigger sense,
like a numeral. I mean, I think you get an appreciation of like that style of filmmaking at that time that you don't get anymore. I really like watching movies from the 90s.
I love watching movies from the 90s.
It's so specific to that era. It's the video quality.
Yeah.
Like everything is so different to me.
I totally agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. I find that I'm 3 of my top 4 movies on Letterboxd are from the 90s.
Oh, well, there you go.
Princess Mononoke, Jurassic Park, Twin Peaks, Fire Walk with Me. Paris, Texas is the only one that's not.
And that's like 84 or whatever.
Yeah. Very close. But it's like, there is just like this
thing
magic in the air. And it's just before CGI really, like it feels like CGI is like used so sparingly because it's not good enough that
Right.
they're like, all right, we have to make it really count if we're going to use it.
Right.
Jurassic Park being like a perfect example of it, like
True.
almost still holds up in a lot of ways.
That was like the point where it was getting good.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't have used it if it didn't look good.
Well, have you ever
Right.
seen Event Horizon? It's Sam Neill, I think Lawrence Fishburne.
I've heard of it.
Yeah. It's a movie from the late 90s, sci-fi horror movie. Has the worst CGI I've seen in my entire life.
Yeah. I meant like in Jurassic Park specifically.
Yes, Jurassic Park specifically.
Because they were going to do puppets, I think, right?
They were going to do stop motion. They were going to have Phil Tippett, who did
I think
Mad
he did
God.
a mock thing,
He
right?
did. You can see that online. And it would be, there's this classic movie called The Lost World from like the 50s or 40s or whatever that has like dinosaurs. And it even has people acting alongside stop motion dinosaurs.
Because that was Harryhausen.
Yeah. And what did he did? Jason and the Argonauts. Yeah, exactly. And it would be a very different movie if they had, also Phil Tippett had done the Tauntauns in Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars. So Star Wars has a number, the Rancor. They use stop motion.
I see.
In those movies.
In the OG.
Yeah, in the OG ones. They would go on, I think, to change a lot of that to make it CG later.
Yeah. And take out all the other prints.
Yeah, exactly. Jurassic Park uses it very sparingly. They had Stan Winston do a lot of the robotics and things like that. Like they have actual animatronic dinosaurs for a lot of the scenes.
True.
It's basically just the wide shots that use CG.
Yeah.
And that's the right way to do it in a lot of ways, because as soon as you start getting close and doing close-ups
tell.
of CG, of course, you can really tell.
Right.
And the lighting, Jurassic Park has actual lighting. And it's done by what some might argue a master of the craft. Like Steven Spielberg actually knows what
say
works.
that it's better to do it in the dark with like contrasty lighting so that it doesn't emphasize like details. Like you don't want it in daylight where you see everything.
And it's interesting. It plays into even Steven Spielberg doing Jaws, where he knew the Jaws.
It sucked,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, it was an awful animatronic.
Yeah.
It was so bad. So they were like, we have to barely show this thing.
Yeah.
And even the
smart,
times,
though.
yeah, it is.
It's really smart.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, and it makes the movie better because they don't show it. Like
it's like more dramatic.
Yeah,
and that becomes a cliche now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh yeah, it's
a Jaws, but it's XYZ.
Yeah. And now I think people nowadays are like, oh, it's stupid. The monster didn't come in till the end or whatever like that. But in reality, it gets worse as soon as you reveal like this thing. You have to have new things to surprise the audience with.
Right.
And that's why the T-Rex, for example, is like the first major move or first like big action scene in Jurassic Park. And it's at night with rain.
Yeah, it's the perfect thing.
Yeah. And it's mostly an animatronic. Like all of the things where he's breaking into the car and stuff like that. She is breaking into the car. I apologize. They're all females.
Yes.
They're all females until they're not.
Oh,
that's the twist of Jurassic Park.
Right.
They're reproducing.
Yes.
So
nice.
Where were 1996? We were talking about 1996, 90s CGI.
90s movies.
Muppet Treasure Island.
Muppet Treasure Island, yeah.
I don't know.
I wasn't big on Muppets.
Yeah.
You're bigger with like the Frank Oz and like Jim Henson stuff.
I am. Yeah, I'm much bigger. We've got the Jim Henson
book over here.
right there. Yeah. Which is great. I went to, I think it's the Jewish History Museum in LA. They had a Jim Henson exhibit that was amazing. And I went through all of his.
Walt Disney had it too, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the same thing. Just kind of moving around. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
It was amazing to see that. His story is amazing. It also just is like how you make it as an artist in the industry. He started as like doing ads and building up a brand, and then
with the puppets and stuff.
And Muppets weren't even for kids at the beginning. It kind of eventually took that turn. Brian Henson, his son, directing this. Jim Henson was no longer alive. One Muppet movie had happened before this that Brian Henson directed, and that was Muppet Christmas Carol. At least I believe Brian Henson did it, but at least this was the second Muppet movie to happen after Jim Henson's death.
Oh wow! Did
And
he make any movies?
who, Jim Henson?
Yeah.
Yes. So Jim Henson was involved in, I mean, he did Labyrinth. He did The Dark Crystal.
Or did he make a Muppet movie?
Yes, he did the first Muppet movie. I think Frank Oz did the second one. Let's actually.
Directed by James Frowley, produced by Jim Henson.
Oh, okay. The Muppet movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
He directed Great Muppet Caper.
Oh, okay. That was the second one.
1981.
Yes.
Frank Oz was involved in that.
Yes. And I think Frank Oz directed Muppets Take Manhattan.
Yes. Correct.
Which would be the next one.
Ding, 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 ding.
Thank you.
Correct.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Okay. That one busted the mic. So Great Muppet Caper, The Dark Crystal would be the next film he would do. And then Labyrinth.
The Dark Crystal?
Yes.
I don't see that. Oh, that's just a movie.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's not a Muppet movie, but I'm
used, speaking Muppet
yes
right now.
But that's
I see.
taking the Jim Henson Muppet style and making it much more dark. I mean, obviously it used Muppets, but it didn't use Kermit or anything like that. If that's kind of if you're looking for the Muppet troupe, the classic Muppet troupe.
Whoa, that looks cool.
Yeah, I've never seen The Dark Crystal. Jim Henson wanted to really not make kids movies. That wasn't what he was interested in.
Makes sense.
And so he would go on to make
Damn, he made Labyrinth.
Yeah. Would go on to make and try to break out of this I'm only a kids movie director kind of guy.
That just seems like the wrong kind of prison to be in.
For a guy like that, I mean, it was.
I mean, for anyone, why would anyone want? I mean, I guess that's just my bias, but I don't see where making kids movies is fun.
Yeah,
all the time.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, I could see. I mean, if it's creatively fulfilling, but if it's just fart jokes, then I think that can get old.
Yeah, because I feel I don't know. I guess this is a conversation, but kids movies, is there a realm where that you can make that serious or serious content?
It's a good question. I mean, I would say so.
Like an oxymoron, right?
You think kids movies can't be?
Because I feel you'd want just I don't know. I feel there's a weird infantilization of kids, especially within kids movies, and what we think we're kids are supposed to or want or appreciate. There should just be. I don't know, because Central Station, can't that be a kids movie?
I mean, Jurassic Park was a kids movie for me, but that's rated PG-13. You know, that I wasn't supposed to be watching that technically at 2.
So do we care? I don't know, what's the value of making a really I don't know, whatever a kids movie is described as, simple or generic, or I don't know.
That's a good question. I think
super. Yeah.
I think
so beyond
time has changed. That definition has changed now. I don't think it's the same as it was back in even 96.
Sure.
What people thought a kids movie was. I think a kids movie now has to be basically Despicable Me.
But Jim Henson had a way of feeling about it, right?
Yeah. I mean, he would just wanted to make movies, and sometimes the kids would be the stars. And I think Treasure Island, you can have a kid. A kid's a great character because they are learning. They are Labyrinth, for example. You can just have a kid as the character, but it can be dark and scary.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be called a kid's movie. It can do,
right.
And I think sometimes these angle towards family movies.
Yeah.
You just everyone can enjoy it. I think Labyrinth is a movie like that. I think that's what I think Muppets are like that too. And they become a little, they can
be goofy.
They can be a little goofy.
Yeah.
And everything like that.
Yeah. I'm curious. I just wonder. Yeah. Anyways, whatever.
Yeah. But Muppets.
Yeah.
So the Muppets weren't big. You didn't watch a lot of Muppets growing up.
Yeah, I guess I just hadn't really been exposed. It's more of a Sesame Street kid when I was really, really young.
Yeah.
And then my bosses were big into Fraggle Rock.
Oh.
So that was something that came up a lot.
Yeah.
But never Muppets. I'm trying to remember if I've seen a Muppet movie.
You haven't seen Muppet Christmas Carol?
I can't remember. remember. Maybe like in school.
I think in school they definitely showed it in my
I don't know.
my school.
Yeah, we watched the Jim Carrey one more.
Oh, the not Ron Howard, but Robert Zemeckis, I think did that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear who's making the next one?
Christmas Carol?
Yeah.
Who's making Christmas Carol?
And who's starring in it? Probably
Guessing Ryan Johnson.
Robert Eggers.
Robert Eggers?
With Willem Dafoe as the lead.
Whoa. Okay. I'm down.
I mean, I'll be there. I'm seated.
That check must have been fat.
Oh, I feel like he's taking checks now. Because he's doing a werewolf movie as well. That
Nice.
It's like,
Yeah. Content
obviously,
machine.
I'm pretty sure that's the property of.
I'm sure he likes doing those though.
Oh yeah, I mean, Nosferatu is a perfect. If he can just make it his own,
Yeah.
then what's the? I don't think that's.
yeah.
It's kind
I'm
of the
down for
act of.
A scary Christmas Carol? Hell yeah.
Yeah, moody, freaky. I mean, it'd be great.
I'm down for that.
Yeah,
Like something that's sweaty and gross. And
Yeah.
like
sweaty and gross.
I love sweaty movies. We need more sweaty movies.
Oh, you're gonna have to explain yourself.
There's something visceral about like seeing like a close up of someone's like dirty, sweaty face. It's like, oh yeah, this is raw. This is like real life. You don't come home with the perfect face, you know.
Yeah.
You come home like worked up.
Do you
and
know of a
sweaty,
good
and your
sweaty?
pores are all.
What's a good sweaty movie?
I feel like Sinners is a good sweaty movie to be super.
Yeah, modern. Contemporary. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of.
And
good
Who's
sweat.
Afraid of Virginia Woolf? Great
Yeah.
sweaty movie.
Yeah.
That feels like, oh, like it's so raw. You're in everyone's face and it's like dripping. I don't know if they actually sweat, but it feels sweaty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Challengers.
Yeah.
It's like sweaty movie.
That feels very sweaty.
yeah. Like actual sweat.
Yeah.
But then also you're sweaty.
Yeah. I'm watching it. I'm like, oh God. Oh, excuse me.
In all the ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Yeah. Whenever that song comes on during the three-way scene.
Oh, yeah. So good.
Yeah, that's a great. I got to watch that movie again. That movie was so good.
Oh, yeah.
It banged.
Literally. Yeah, I still listen to that soundtrack.
Oh, it's so good. I mean,
Trent Reznor and the
Atticus Ross, they know how they're doing, and they're doing with Nine Inch Nails. They are doing the Tron new Tron movie.
Nice.
And at least what is in the trailer, yeah, because Daft Punk did the last one.
Oh, that's even more fitting.
Yeah.
I mean, but Reznor is like
Oh, it sounds so
Reznor
epic.
Ross. Yeah.
But I have a feeling the movie is going to be
Shit.
bad. But
Yeah. I mean,
I'll be
they've done a
seated for
lot.
that,
They
too.
did the TNT animated movie.
they did.
Yeah. I mean, that
I mean, I guess they
soundtrack
do
is
everything.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
They do a lot.
Um,
Like Hans Zimmer or Michael Giacchino, I think you say is his name. Like these are
the big guys.
they do so many movies you couldn't even.
Or the guy that Ryan Coogler has. I forget his name. Boring or something.
Yeah, he was the producer for Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
Ludwig
Göransson.
Göransson. Yes. He also did the music for Community, that TV show.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah,
Because he's in it, right?
He's not in it. Donald Glover.
Yeah, Donald Glover is in it. That's what I meant.
Yes.
Is that where they met?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure that's where they met.
Cool.
And obviously, yeah, he had been making music at the time, and they both connected. Yeah.
Yeah. That makes
But that's a funny little connect.
Yeah.
So watching Muppet Treasure Island.
Yeah. How the
what-
fuck did we get there?
How do you, what are your thoughts on Muppets now? I think we'll eventually. I hope we do them because Muppets for me.
I think I
do
need
have
more
a-
context.
Yeah.
Because I
True.
didn't really understand it.
There is a lot of inside
all.
Muppet jokes. Yeah, like certain characters always fill certain roles in stories.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Gonzo and
Like
Rizzo
Kermit is the
and-
protagonist.
yeah. Kermit is.
Or the like Jesus character.
Yeah, like in the Muppet movies, he's the protagonist.
Okay.
And those are like I highly recommend
I need yeah.
the original Muppet movie. Even the Muppets with Jason Segel is great too. I think what's great about Muppet movies is the meta-ness, as we kind of talk about. Like
Sure.
they break through and they always know they're in a movie or a TV show, which leads to
Hijinks.
yeah, all the hijinks you can imagine. But yeah, Gonzo, Rizzo always fill a certain role. Miss Piggy always does too, is always the love interest of Kermit, naturally.
Yes.
Fozzie Bear always kind of fills that kind of aloof character,
Right.
usually is a comedian.
Right.
And so filled the rich, he was the son of one of the characters that wasn't there. The one that funds the, not Captain Smollett, but
Livesy.
yeah, he was like Junior, Livesy Junior or something like that. Yeah. So the movie did a lot of things different. There's plenty of things that it like focused on and changed to be more Muppety.
Sure.
And you even have, I mean, Tim Curry being the Long John Silver in this.
Yeah.
And that this movie is a musical. Like it has
Right.
songs, which is a
Muppet
that's
thing?
a Muppet thing.
Okay.
Is musical.
Meta.
Yeah.
Part of the meta thing.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yep.
Yeah, because I read a lot about how like actors, how there's like a range of sort of dynamics between the actors and the Muppets. Like people who think they're a Muppet, like people who act in a Muppet movie as if they were a Muppet, or someone who thinks the Muppet are actual people. Like there's ways that people
Act within people
the
talk
Muppet
about
world.
all the time when they are acting with Muppets. They're like that's a real character
Yeah.
person.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's so realistic. I
Right.
mean, it's just like
it becomes
the
a whole
artistry they
thing.
put into it
Yeah.
is way beyond like just general puppets or sock puppets or whatever.
Right,
They
right.
they changed the medium.
Right. So I know I have like, there is an interesting part of like this. It's its own world and its own sort of like fraternity, like I guess, like people who are acted in Muppet movies, you know,
Yeah.
and like having this sort of special community, I feel like. And so I definitely like, yeah, to summarize, like I want to watch more Muppet movies so I can understand like how a Muppet movie attacks these sorts of properties and like what it's changing and what, you know.
Yeah. And something Jim Henson, what was early in the Jim Henson style was that there are, I forget what they're called, but there are other Jim Henson properties and things where he takes classic stories
Yeah.
and makes them and Muppetifies them,
Yeah,
Hensonifies them. It was probably more Hensonifies back then.
Sure.
But now we're kind of getting into Muppetifying a story with Muppet Christmas Carol and Muppet Treasure Island being like the two. And then Muppets from Outer Space would come out, I think, after this, which is its own thing. But I've always felt like I feel like Muppets have a great opportunity to turn a classic property on its head. Okay. We got food coming. I just got showed the time.
Yes.
Food's on its way.
Down the street. Are we cutting?
One moment, folks.
Okay.
I'm not going to cut, but
All right. Theoretical cut. Yeah. Kitty. All right. Yep. Here we are talking about the Muppets. I'm trying to think. I'm over here really distracted in my thoughts. What was the other movie thing we were talking about that would have been a good episode? Kids movies. That's what I wanted to talk. Like the implications of a kids movie. Why do we have kids movies? Do we need kids movies? What is the importance of distinguishing the difference between a kids movie and a non-kids movie? Is this like a Hays Code thing, like a censorship thing?
what is?
I'm hung up on the kids movie thing. I put it in the film theory discussions.
What about
Just like the implications of like why we have it as a society. And like
why we have children's films?
like what like, why is it important to us to distinguish the difference between a kids movie and a non-kids movie, and like for it to exist? Because it feels like a market thing more than like a social thing.
Well, here's my argument for social. So many parents don't want their kids to see things, don't want them to hear bad words, don't want them to see death. Like that's always been a thing, I think, since maybe maybe not the beginning of time, but there definitely is like I don't want you to see this. Close your eyes.
It feels like a conservative censorship mode of thinking.
Oh, of course.
And I guess that is inherently American.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess I'm answering my own question, but it just feels weird to me that like we would go about it like that. And I don't know. Have we ever had, I guess Disney, I don't know. Have we even ever had kids movies before like this?
Before what, like Snow White?
I'm so naive. Before this. Because Snow White, I feel like.
Before Muppets?
Before Treasure Island.
Were there before 1950? I'm so lost.
I'm so naive. Like, what's an early kids movie from like mid 20s?
That's a good question. It doesn't tend. I don't think it hits our views because it's not. It's probably pretty
sparse.
Yeah, probably pretty generic.
Yeah, because I'm just like, yeah, the history of this medium. Anyways.
Okay, well we got to go there.
I'm just like,
yeah,
that seems like a weird thing.
Yeah. We now kind of know what a kids movie kind of entails. You know, it's
right.
like.
We've watched a lot.
I mean, the rating system is a perfect example.
Well, that's what I mean. It feels like it's more of a censorship derivative of like, because even the idea of like no death, like standardizing like things that we're not going to include, that's like Hays Code. You know what I mean? And like like the principles of censorship.
Yeah, it definitely is censorious.
And so for that to be the basis of a genre, or like a, production mode, feels weird to me. Like whatever.
Yeah, I mean it's like a lot of things. It's a box that you now have to create inside of.
Right.
Right.
But then
that becomes a genre.
But then you have to like, I mean, I guess that's like a game, right? These are the rules and you play within them. But then I don't know, for like, I think it's just weird because kids movies become like the center point for like creating meaning and like culture for them. And if so, like if we're going to like censor the world like early, I don't know, it's a slippery slope of like when does the kids movie end? You know what I mean? I
mean that technically, according to, I mean, because this is all, it's 13. Like that's what people think,
right?
But it's all, I mean, it's all made up,
right? It's like kind of whatever.
Yeah, it's just forced upon us.
Yeah,
by like purposefully censorious.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, I would say probably children's films come out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know when the first one really was.
Like when do we start trying to do this thing? I
mean, I would think that even like early Walt Disney cartoons were maybe more
darker.
Well, no. I mean, they certainly were dark. Like if we're talking about subject matter, like there's a lot more death. There's a lot more of these things. Like they are scarier.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like it didn't like this cleaned up, like fluffy thing of like, there's no, like all the things you said, no death, no blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like when does that start? Is that a gradual thing or was that like a concerted effort?
Hey, you are stumbling on fart.
Yeah, exactly.
The fart theory.
That's wow. Yeah.
Maybe there is some
fart theory.
The fart theory.
That is a great.
Yeah. Which is I think it's the children's movie poison pill.
Yeah. Of like, when do we start walking down this path?
Yeah.
And what?
That's a conversation, and research has to be done because there's something there.
Totally.
Of when this.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. Questions.
Answers. But yeah, so Muppet Treasure Island has a lot of, is the only one of the three that has musical numbers.
Uh-huh.
Takes a lot of takes a lot more risks, I think, from the story. It does a lot
Deviates a lot. Super meta.
Deviates
I
a
do
lot.
remember the meta stuff.
Yeah. It definitely knows it's in a movie. Even Tim Curry says this is my only big number.
Yeah.
So that's been a Muppet thing since the first Muppet show and the Muppet movie. Okay. They always know that they're in something.
Sure.
It plays a part. They're always performers.
Gremlins-esque.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, Gremlins definitely fits into this.
Yeah.
And that's why I think Muppets for me, and that's why I loved Gremlins when we watched it.
Because it does that.
Yeah. Muppets have always been a part, and I think that I love meta movies.
Yeah.
And I think my love for it came from watching Muppets, like breaking that fourth wall and like knowing and playing and doing a movie in the most movie way you can.
Yeah. The Bowfinger.
Yeah. I love Bowfinger.
Oh man, I was gonna make a dirty joke.
No. Not this is a kids episode. This is the kids episode.
This is why I couldn't make kids movies.
Yeah.
Because I'd be making
the thing is though
fart jokes.
I think
I could make a kids
movie. Of course you could. And it would be really interesting because I think we agree thinking in a box sometimes creates some of the greatest things you possibly can. True. Deadlines can do that. Like as much as we would love to be like, oh, I don't want any of these things, but pressure does create things. Yes, it really does.
And charcoal.
Yeah. Okay. You're not helping my point. Stop it. So I know for a fact you could make something really great.
Yeah. And actually, I do have like a proposed Treasure Island adaptation. Like I feel like this needs atemporality.
Really?
Yeah. Because it doesn't make sense in a chronological order. Like these things don't happen like back to back to back to back. Oops, sorry.
What do you mean? Like you're talking about the plot points or what?
Yeah, it just doesn't feel like realistic to me. Like I don't feel
it definitely doesn't feel realistic, especially a kid going on a boat.
Yeah. Well, even just like the time scale of it. Like it doesn't feel like, okay. Actually, this is a big talking point for me. I think I get really hung up on the fact that like we're supposed to believe that John Silver is not a pirate in the beginning, and then all of a sudden there's like this quote unquote reveal that he is a pirate.
The reveal that is in all the movies, is that Jim Hawkins is in a barrel,
right?
Getting some apples and is listening to a meeting, which I think is a great scene.
Yeah.
It
is a great scene.
It's really, really great. And they all keep it.
But I feel like it doesn't hit because you don't allow for the mystery of whether he is or not.
Definitely the Muppet Treasure Island is very clear pretty early on that Long John Silver is not a good guy.
But I think it's like, how can you not? I just like, I guess either.
Well, go. Do you want to fit?
I feel like adding atemporality like allows you to question that, or I just feel like you need more time jumps or a reverence to the like sequencing of narrative in order to make those dramatic beats hit more. That's kind of my hypothesis.
Yeah.
And I definitely intend on trying it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean I want to read it.
Yeah.
I want to see this sucker.
Yeah, because I have a thing where it's like we're introduced into the story and then it's like the chapters are two years later, 2 months later, 2 weeks later, and 2 days later. Like those are like kind of how the movie like moves along. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Because I feel like, you need to develop this relationship between Jim Hawkins and John Silver.
Yes.
In order to make the disappointment of that reveal like hit at an emotional level, like the trust and betrayal or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I think at least from the father-son connection, I think there's an interesting play that you can get with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So in your version,
yeah,
what would you, because the movie itself, the way it kind of works plot wise is it teases the peg leg man is a bad guy.
Right.
Watch out for him. And we are revealed to the peg leg really fast.
Right.
Like it's basically right when we go into it's what leads us into act 2.
Right.
They get on the boat and we know the cook has a peg leg.
Sure.
So immediately the audience is like,
Thinking, yeah.
no. And the whole movie is basically going, no, this is bad.
Yeah,
but then
yeah.
seeing this connection being formed. And I think Treasure Planet being the one that really draws it, like you forget about it for a while.
Sure. Because it's a cyborg or
no, because I just feel like their connection in Treasure Planet is deeper, is a lot stronger than it is in the other ones. And I think you get the connection between them gets stronger and stronger in all of these movies. I think it's the weakest in the first one, and then over Tim
time.
Curry and the Jim Hawkins character also a little bit more, and then finally reaching kind of its apex in Treasure Planet. So what would you still have that like peg leg thing at the beginning? Because it does kind of set it up to
I think
not
I love it as a narrative device, but I feel like you need more like red herrings. You need more like mystery, right? Like I guess Treasure Planet does a good job of like alleviating that with their relationship, but I feel like more plot devices of like who can you trust?
Yeah.
Like they should be more either more distrust within Trelawney and Livesey, or with, I whatever it is, I feel like there needs to be more stuff implemented to question whether or not he's a pirate. You know what I mean?
I think a great way is just have another guy with a peg leg.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's that simple.
A simple thing like that, for sure.
If you had two characters with peg legs, and that one's obviously being like really sketchy or whatever to kind of lead you away from thinking about Long John.
Exactly.
That's the easiest thing I can think of.
Yeah. I mean, that's like the immediate answer. Or just like having him being a reformed character, like almost admitting, I once was a pirate. Yeah. This was from an encounter with pirates or something, and then kind of somehow jumping over that hurdle. But like something, I don't know.
Sound of Music, which we'll talk about eventually, does something similar where it's like we move character development is like the most important thing,
right? And
the characters, what could for some people be the entire movie, is like figuring this out. We get it done
in like a beat,
in a beat, and that's part of it. And then we move on to the next thing because there's other places to go,
right?
So it also feels like it could be like that, where it's like let's tighten up all of these character beats, and let's see where we can take this.
It just feels like a great story that needs to be hammered in more to fit like the realism of these things happening. You know what I mean? Yeah. That makes a lot of sense what you're saying.
Yeah. Do you think Ben Gunn is in your story?
Ooh, good question.
He felt Ben Gunn as a character for me feels like an add-on, and it feels like the comedic character, and it feels like it does something. But
that makes sense in definitely the 1950 version,
and even
Treasure Planet,
definitely Treasure Planet, yeah, definitely,
because he's like a kook.
Yeah, he's like, woo, it's very robots.
Yeah. Wow, yeah. We have a lot of references.
Yeah, well, robots actually probably pulled from
this. Yeah, that makes sense because the character design is pretty similar.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wonder so you're just saying that he's like not really important to the narrative? Because he's like the entry point to the treasure, right? Like how they find the thing. Yeah. I think that's what his thing is.
But it also feels
I forget.
Like, let's say you delete that. I mean, obviously.
Okay, yeah. Like
if you delete the character, what happens? Then you have a tightening of the core group. You have like this, like, all right, we need to find this treasure. How do they get to the treasure? They just find it? I don't. Yeah, I guess. Or it's like. Do they need a character though to find it? Or. Yeah, I mean, it could be his like grave, and he has like, or the cave he died in, and it has like all these little trinkets. Because I think one thing with this movie or with this story is they use props in interesting ways. Muppet Treasure Island?
Just like all of them, I guess. Yeah. Like compass. I feel like the compass is an important thing. The map. All these like kind of quintessential pirate things.
Muppet Treasure Island is the only one.
I feel like they have a map, right?
Or something. But he has a compass, and it's his dad, or it's his watch. he has his dad's watch or something. That's the only item. I don't know if the other movies have any item that connects him to his father.
Oh, Treasure
That's
Planet
kind of different.
had.
Does Treasure Planet? What
I
does
think
that have?
Treasure Planet had something like
It felt like the connection with his father was way more. It meant something way more in Treasure Planet. Like they've got flashbacks of him and his father and everything like that. You don't get any of that in
the
these other
movies,
ones. No,
yeah.
it's kind of irrelevant.
Yeah.
But interesting about Ben Gunn, I think that I see what you mean though.
Because he kind of
something.
builds the lore and connection to the past.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh well, this movie does deal with past, like dealing with the past.
You talking about Treasure Island in general?
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Ben, I feel like I think you are right in some cases of like, you don't really need him to move the thing forward, but I think you need an allusion to him.
Yes.
In some regard.
True.
You know what I mean?
You need something.
Yeah. In order for it to work.
Yeah, because it feels like adding a character that late into the story, you're already kind of like limiting how much you can really make out of them.
Boo Radley.
Oh, what's that from?
Mockingbird.
I've never seen that.
What's it called?
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah.
Does that character come late?
I think that's like an introduced late character.
Oh, okay.
And
I may be wrong.
And then there's other movies. Darth Vader. Jaws.
And Darth Vader's the first, the third character you meet.
I don't know.
Jaws.
I know he's barely in the movie.
Jaws is introduced almost immediately.
Oh.
I mean, they know
but
there's
you
a
don't
shark.
show him.
Yeah. I mean, that's different.
Oh, fuck! I'm getting fucked up.
But all of these characters, they're the threat for the entire movie.
Yeah. Or maybe you need to include him early.
I kind of like that because it does feel like he comes out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah,
but
right?
if you introduce him early,
like,
I think that changes everything.
His map.
Yeah. There we go.
Boom.
Yeah. Though I do love Billy Bones as a character, I do think that's a good thing.
A good intro.
But if you can just mention Ben Gunn earlier.
Yeah.
None of these movies do that. And I think that's kind of to the detriment of the story. It just feels like it comes out of nowhere.
Okay. Random person comes in, tells you, warns you of the peg leg. Billy Bones comes in with a peg leg, gives you Ben Gunn's map.
Ooh. So I think the peg leg, Billy Bones having a peg leg is great because Billy Bones will die fast.
Yeah.
And so you go the whole movie being like,
it's gone.
Yeah. Oh, that's really good. That's really good.
We solved it.
Yeah.
Okay. I like this.
Oh, that's really good, actually.
I like this.
Yeah. Because then you think it doesn't matter. Maybe you think the map
throws you off.
The map might even be like, oh, I need to be like, the map might be fake.
Right.
Like there's something about it. And
disregard it the whole time.
Is like really, you get even tighter because they're helping each other a lot more because the Jim Hawkins kind of needs to be reassured of themselves.
And needs that connection. Yeah.
And
then the map comes back in at the end and you're like, oh, it all connects everything.
Yeah.
I don't know, we're doing it.
Yeah.
That
I think is really great. Billy Bones having a peg leg, I think that's great.
Yeah.
But someone else does have to obviously say the peg leg thing.
Right.
But
like
it makes
some
the
other
map,
messenger.
it gives the map like a menacing quality to it. Like it's almost like there's something evil about it. Like there's just like it's from the bad guy. Like what am I in for?
Yes.
I'm scared. Like I don't really know where we're like, it might be a trap.
Yeah. I feel like that changes the dynamic with John Silver then and Hawkins, right?
I mean, I think it can bring them.
Brings them closer.
I think it brings them closer.
Because maybe Silver is like, hey, we need to go. And Hawkins is like trepidatious about it.
Yeah.
And needs that convincing and the reassurance.
Yeah.
And maybe that is symbolically their connection together.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. We cracked the code.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That leads us into Treasure Planet.
Yeah, truly.
Which
it truly does.
Which does
with the father. It takes that father-son subtext and makes it the main point.
The main thing, which is the best part of Treasure Planet.
Yes,
it really is.
Because it needs an emotional core.
Yes.
Yeah.
It knew exactly what it needed to do.
Yeah.
And just for people that if you haven't seen Treasure Planet, I mean, it's basically Treasure Island, but there's a
Space.
treasure planet. It's in
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
There's a treasure planet.
yeah, there's a treasure planet. Could you guess? So basically, it has that sci-fi feel. It's got a steampunk quality to it, and instead of talking about a peg leg, it's a cyborg. Watch out for the cyborg. And Long John Silver is half cyborg. Well, half. You know, it's it might not be entirely half. It might be 1/4. But there's a lot of cyborg to him.
Yeah.
Whole cyborg arm, an eye,
face,
and everything like that.
Yeah.
And that's all computer animated. So it's got this kind of other quality to it. It's
I see what you mean with the intentional.
yeah, this is much more intentional, and it feels more purposeful for sure.
Hell yeah!
And they're trying to push it.
Speaking my language.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean trying to push it?
I mean, they're trying to push like what's computer animation in 2D, what that can do. Where like Atlantis feels like they're really just like leaning back because it's basically just the sub.
Yeah.
And I think maybe I don't think. Yeah, the fight. Yeah. It doesn't feel like it's doing anything, but like cyborging it.
Yeah.
Into 2D animation as well.
That's
really cool.
That's meta.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like using the form to communicate the character and story and everything.
Yeah. It's like getting a children's book. They don't make these for adults, but like when a part of the book has texture, you know, when there's
it like adds another,
it adds another sensory thing to it. And I think I kind of get that a little bit from this. Is like it adds just this otherworldly maybe quality to it.
Totally.
Makes it very unique.
Yeah. That's a good point.
So Treasure Planet, obviously focusing on the father-son dynamic.
Yeah.
Much more has flashbacks to Jim Hawkins' father, and a much more sympathetic Long John Silver.
Yeah.
And you kind of need it for this. This is the one where it really feels like he cares for Jim.
Yeah.
And to give away the ending, it's also the one where the ending, I think if I remember correctly, it's a little more ambiguous, this one, but it's like the other two explicitly Long John Silver is fucked, basically.
He's like arrested or whatever.
He's arrested or whatever. And that's what like Muppet Treasure Island, that was the weakest part for me in that whole movie was like, they cut to a shot of his boat sinking with all the gold. And it's just like, I don't think you need that. I think it actually kind of makes it weaker. Like I love the just like, I'm leaving you.
Yeah.
Like, and it's
the timelessness of that.
It's so great because they've gone through all this entire movie, this back and forth and kind of falling in and out of love with each other. And all of a sudden we're at the end. Long John Silver's been caught in all of these things, but he's about to escape. And it's up to Jim.
You're talking about Planet now.
Yeah, and it happens. It happens in all of them. Like Long John. Actually, I don't remember the 1950 version. That's all happening in the daytime. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
When he's rowing away and everything like that. And Jim's on the boat with him, and it gets
he's like
grounded.
On the shore or something. Right?
Yeah, something. I forget.
And he pushes him off or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking of different.
Yeah. But then Anyways, there's that beautiful moment when there's like, you're not gonna call me out, right? Like no one else knows that Long John Silver's about to escape, and it's basically up to Jim to be like, am I going to let him go?
Yeah.
Who he hurt me, but I love him like a father.
Yeah.
He taught me so much. Like there is so much more to us.
Yeah.
But Long John knows he has to go.
Yeah.
Like there is no place for him here. He is the outcast.
He can't exist.
He can't.
Society,
he is from a totally different world. He's a pirate. And it will never work. It's incompatible.
Right.
And so having to kind of reconcile that in that moment, and you can do it just with like looking at each other.
Sure.
But then that just like letting go is so powerful. I mean, letting go is such a powerful emotion. Because I think it would be worsened if they ended up together and then rode off into the sunset together.
Yeah.
I think there's a tragicness.
Like Some Like It Hot.
Yeah. There's a tragic quality to it that I think is beautiful.
Of them riding together?
No. Of
them being
what we have currently, which is them being separate. Like this, what could have been a beautiful father-son relationship, maybe, is also
broken.
cannot work.
Paper Moon.
Yeah. Yes. But then that ends up then back together, and I think that works.
What am I thinking of? Central Station.
Central Station. Yes. Incompatible. Like they will not work forever. This is a timed device.
Yeah. Fuck. That just reminds me of like your relationship with where you came from.
Yeah.
And how like these two things can no longer exist at a certain point, and you have to let one go.
Okay. It's a reflection of when Jim's father left, right? But this is the healthy version.
He is like allowing him to go instead of him being left.
Yeah, this is the whole growth of the movie.
Holy shit.
That's what the whole movie's about, is like coming to terms with your father leaving, but John Silver has respect for Jim, and he is he gets caught, obviously. But there is like this moment of like, I respect you as a man.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
So that's where it's going.
It has that layer to it. Yeah. I mean, seeing that is really cool, but it's like, I feel like that would be interesting to like have as a part of the movie, like mimic shots of that.
They didn't do that at all in this, but that would be amazing.
Yeah. Like him and his father, and then him and John Silver.
Yeah.
Like
really
literally the same kind of imagery of that. That would be really cool.
Yeah, because I'd be curious how intentional that was. That's just me off the dome.
Exactly. I don't think that was intentional at all. I think you're making that connection.
Yeah.
But I think that's a really great connection.
Yeah.
And because that's like the whole thing with the Atemporal book is like using the repetition, like an essential part of atemporality is like basically the repetition of your search for desire and like the failure in satisfying that. And so like there needs to be this like repetition of the trauma, in order to heal from it, and like going through the failure, right? Because the desire is that his father stays.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah.
But like in accepting the failure of that desire is like how you heal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Yeah. That's Jim Hawkins' biggest wound.
Yeah.
And it doesn't they don't really make it the biggest one in the other, but in Treasure Planet, it's like part of the movie. Yeah, exactly. He is the way he is. Like he's a troublemaker in this one, which I think works
older
great
in this movie.
Yeah, he is. He's more of a teen, and that comes with a lot of just a deeper, richer.
Yeah,
it's kind of funny. Jim Hawkins gets older in all of these movies.
True. Yeah.
Like I think there's kind of a settling into like, where does this character
land?
Yeah. A little young in the first one, kind of getting, maybe 10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
And then we get into like 14, 15, 16.
Yeah, like high school age.
Yeah. Which I think is just right. Oh, it's perfect.
I feel like that makes more sense.
Rebellious.
Yeah. Because, exactly. The rebellious age. You're more of a person, but you're not there yet. You need more guidance still.
Yeah.
And the morality of like who you trust as your like mentor, is super important. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're inherently non-trusting in a lot of ways, which I think is good. Like you want to kind of force that on the character into an uncomfortable situation.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you don't listen to authority or whatever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. This is fucking all right.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah. See how good the story is? It's such a great like narrative construction.
Phenomenal. Like. Yeah. And
it's so good.
Yeah. I hadn't seen Treasure Planet in so long. I'm so happy I watched it because it just, it hit it so well.
Yeah. Especially within the context of Treasure Island. Mm-hmm. I think it's like, oh wow, they found fixed it well.
They found out what it was, what the magic is. And I think we're coming on. What is the next
level
phase?
Yeah.
We'll stand on the shoulders of giants.
Yeah.
There's a better version. Yeah, there is another version on top that can be created.
Yeah. Like using all the things. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's still a couple things that can be. Yeah. Right on. Okay.
Let's go.
Well, there you go. Dang, that was a long one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
And we were talking about a lot of different things.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you for putting this on the list. I'm happy that I would have never thought of this.
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah, I have little things. Well, you always bring up I don't know. I think I wanted to see Treasure Island and then Treasure Planet.
And I brought in Muppet Treasure
Island. And you brought in the
Muppet
Muppet thing, which I thought was a great addition.
Yeah.
To kind of round it out a little bit. But yeah, I guess the fourth one is the one we'll write.
Yeah. Hilarious.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
Cool.
folks. Well,
Good night.
that's the end of that, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Land ho. Wind Reel in Print is a podcast by Salad Brain Productions. You can find us on Instagram at Wind Reel in Print Pod. You can also find us wherever you get your podcasts. And please, if you like the show, leave a rating and review.